When it comes to wholesaling real estate, there's a lot of misconceptions and confusion out there. You can wholesale pretty much any type of property. You can wholesale a business, commercial, residential, houses, mobile homes, it doesn't really matter. The process of wholesaling in real estate, as it's understood, is basically the assignment of a contract. The term wholesaling is kind of a term that was assigned by people in the industry doing the business. It's not a real estate definition. It's not a term you can look up in the real estate dictionary and find wholesaling. It doesn't exist. What it is the assignment of a contract. That means when you put something under contract to purchase, in that contract, even in most states, the realtor form has a clause that allows the assignment of a contract. So every state in the country, the assignment of a contract is legal. Now, there are a lot of states that are now requiring a license to assign contracts and to wholesale real estate if you do more than 2 or 3 transactions. So some states are kind of cracking down on it because a lot of people are doing it the wrong way. They're not going into these deals with the intention of actually closing. They're misleading sellers. So the real estate law exists to protect buyers and sellers of real estate. So understand, in states that require licensing for this, real estate license is required when you are receiving compensation for putting buyers and sellers together and facilitating a transaction. If you're showing other people's property and helping other people sell their property, buy and sell their property, and you receive compensation for that, that requires a real estate license. When you put a property under contract to purchase for yourself or an entity that you control, and you assign that contract, you have what's called equitable rights, equitable title in that property. Once you put a property under contract, you have equitable rights and equitable title in a lot of states. Every state's different, so you got to talk to an attorney in your area and make sure that you're doing things the right way. So when it comes to wholesaling real estate the right way, you want to make sure that you talk to your attorney, make sure you understand the rules and laws in your states, make sure that you get agreements, the contract for purchase and the assignment agreement from a real estate attorney in your area so that you know that everything is done correctly, and make sure you have the ability to close that transaction. Do not put a property under contract if you do not have the ability to close the transaction. Now, that doesn't mean you have to close it. You need somebody who can close it. So wholesaling real estate starts with the end in mind. You want to reverse engineer the transaction. So you want to find who your end buyers are. So if you want to wholesale houses, you want to find out who the cash buyers are in your area that are buying houses, flipping them, and you want to go connect with them, find out what they're looking for and where and why. You can learn a ton by talking to cash buyers about the market, the industry, and what they're doing. And then you go shopping. You find them what they're looking for and put those properties under contract. Tell people exactly what you're doing, that you work with investors. Your job is to find the deals. You put them under contract, and then your investors will come in and close the transaction. So you want to be honest about it, open about it, let people know what you're doing. So that's how it starts. You got to start with finding cash buyers, finding the investors who are going to take it down, whether it's land, whether it's commercial, residential, multifamily, whatever it is. You want to start with finding the buyers, and you can find those cash buyers through searching real estate closing lists, transaction lists in your area. The Register of Deeds, they keep a list of all the transactions. Some areas you can download that. Find out who's paying cash. There may be multiple LLCs that somebody's using, but the address of that LLC might be the same. So look for patterns and trends of multiple transactions. That's one way to do it. You can buy lists from ListSource of cash buyers in areas. You can go to Facebook groups. You can go to meetup.com, find investor groups there, find out who's buying, paying cash for houses, who's flipping houses. You can look at the We Buy Houses ads, Google search, find out who your investor flippers are. And then realtors are a great resource. Realtors always have cash buyers looking for property. So make sure you start with the cash buyers and have that end transaction in mind. Make sure when you're putting property under contract, you know you can get it closed, whether it's you or whether it is your end buyer and investor that's going to take that thing down. So you can do it the right way, the ethical way, and all that.